Good morning, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm continuing my journey from the World Puzzle Federation. I'm still back in 2014, and this time I'm attempting a puzzle from round 5, which was apparently set by setters in Japan. And this one is one of the 50-point puzzles, actually 60, I think it was, point puzzles from the pack. There were 3 of them. One was a classic Sudoku, and then there were 2, of which this was one of the variants. And I picked this one because it seemed to be something a little bit out of the ordinary compared to the other one. But they were both unusual, and I just wanted to play with this one. This one sort of caught my attention more. So, yeah, I thought I'd give it a try. So this is a somewhere Sudoku, and as I said, this is one of the highest point rated puzzles in the pack. Don't know how long it's going to take me. Let's have a look at how this works. Of course, there'll be a link below to where you can go and get to the World Puzzle Federation archives, where you can download, now it's over 10 years worth of puzzle packs, which have just incredible creations in them. And going back to these early ones, there were a lot of people playing with concepts that we just don't see anymore. And consider that this was 5 or 6 years before the hobby really took off. So it's definitely worth going and having a look and seeing what people were doing back then. Anyway, let's have a look at Somewhere Sudoku from the Japanese setters of round 5 of the 2014 World Puzzle Federation competition. So I'm going to, rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And then we've got these cages, and in each cage, the indicated digit has to be at least one cell has the indicated digit. So there will be a 5 in this cage. There will be at least 1 3 in this cage, and all the cages are contained within boxes. So it's restricting in where certain digits go in certain boxes. Interesting. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. Now, this is a single cell cage. So this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, this is a 4, this is a 5, this is a 6, this is a 7, this is an 8, and this is a 9. So we get something to start off. Not sure what I can do with that. Now, I know 5 is in one of those 2, which puts 5 down here. Now, 6 cannot go in those, but 6 has to go in this cage. So 6 is in one of those 2, and 6 can't go there, so 6 is in one of those 2, which means 6 is in one of those 3. I'm not sure I want to pencil mark that yet. Now, 2 has to be in one of those. I'm not sure that's it. 2 can't be in those. I do find it a very busy grid, which is a little bit weird. So 4 is in one of those. I'm trying to see if I can see any overlapping stuff, obviously. So 1 is in one of those 2, because the 1 in one of those 2 is forcing 1 into one of those. I don't need to pencil mark 1 into one of those 2. Like that 5 is a redundant pencil mark. 1 is in one of those 2, so 1 can't be in one of those. So 1 has to be in one of those, because that 1 is knocking 1 out of there. I'm not seeing, well, this 3, oh, this 3 cage, that 3 is saying 3 can't be there. So this is the 3, this is the 1. But the digits I've got up here are 1, 2, and 3, and I can't do anything with that. I'm wondering if I can see 4, 5, or 6 in this row, and I've already done that with these. I'm not 4, 4. So 4 is in one of those 3. 6 is in one of those 2, which has given me something. 7 horizontally is in one of those and one of those. 8 is in one of those 2, which puts 8. This is a 1-8 pair, because the 8 has to be in one of those 2, because it's in this cage, but that 8 knocks it out of there, which means it's down here. But this is a 1 cage, so this is a 1-8 pair. That's cool. This 4 looks down saying 4 is not there, so 4 is in one of those 2, so this is a 4-7 pair. So 7 is in one of those 2. Because now I want to play vertically. 1 can't be in any of those. So that's the 1, because 1 can't be in any of those. That makes this the 7. This may be easier than I was hoping, but it's still a very cool puzzle, and very cool puzzles is the point. 1 is in one of those two, because this cage is saying 1 is not in any of those, and this cage is saying 1 is not in any of those. So 1 has to be in one of those two for this row to get a 1. This 3 is saying 3 is not in any of those, so that becomes a 3. 3 is in one of those two. This can't be 1, 2, 3, 8, or 9. So this is 4, 5, or 7, because it also can't be 6. Ah, 5 here is looking up saying that's not a 5. So 5 and 5 puts 5 in one of those two, but this 5 is looking up saying that's not the 5, that's the 5. Six I've got in one of those. It's all about seeing where to scan. So, again, I expect other people will find this easier than I do. Now, I placed the 1 and the 4 in this box, and the 6 is in one of those two. So I don't have any further information from this box. 9 looking down says 9 is in one of those two, because 9 can't be here, but it's in one of these. So 9 is in one of those three. Two. 5 is down here as well. Oh, 3, 3 puts 3 in one of those two. That's not a huge revelation, is it? This could be 2, can't be 3, 4, 5, can't be 6 or 7. So this is 2, 5, 8, or 9. Where is 7 in row 9? 7 can't be in any of those. I've got the 7 in the box. 7 can't be in any of those because they're already filled. And 7 in this box can only go in one of those 3 cells. So I can't put 7 in any of those. That's the 7. That is the sort of thing I need to look for. Okay. Where else can I use that trick? There'll be one, like, right somewhere, and I won't see it. So that 7 means 7 is in one of those two. But that's the sort of trick I need to see. So 7 is not in any of those. So 7 is in one of these 3. No, this 7 looks up saying 7 is there. So now 7 is in one of those two, and that's a 7-9 pair. That, very cool. Six is in one of those two. I can't put 6 in any of those 3 because of that. I can't put 6 in any of those 3 because of that. 6 is in one of those two, which means 6 can't go in any of those because 6 has to go in this cage. 6 is in one of those two for the column, so 6 has to be in one of those 3. But I'm not sure what to do with that. All I know is 5 is in one of those two, so 5 is in one of those two. So 5 in this row now, because 5 is in one of those two. So 5 can't go in one of those. It can't go in any of those because 5 is in one of those two. And in this box, the only place for 5 in the row is there. So that is a 5. This is very cool. So this is a quadruple. 2, 3, 4, 6. Now the 2 can't go here because the 2 has to be over here. The 4 can't go here. 3 can't go here. That didn't do as much as I thought it might. Six in this column. That's it. Look at 6 in this column. It can't go here. It can't go here because 6 is in one of those two. So 6 isn't in any of those. 6 has to be in one of those two. So these are not 6. This is 3. This is 4, which takes 4 and 3, 4 out of there. This becomes a 2, 6 pair. That's cool. I'm loving this. So yeah, that worked. Okay. So I've got the 5, 8 is in one of those two, I've got the 4, I've got the 7. 2 6s now resolved. Six is in here with the 1. 1 we know is in one of those two. I look at these 2-cell cages and go, there's got to be something I can do to resolve those. But I don't know what it is. This can't be a 6. So 6 is in one of those two with the 3. This is a 3, 6 pair. Because 3 can't go in any of those and 6 can't go in any of those. This is a 3, 6 pair. So these, I have to put, 2 is in one of those. These are 2, 4, 5, 7, and 7 is down here. So these are from 2, 4, 5. I can't see what to do with that. But 5 has to be up here now. Because I can't put 5 in any of those, and I can't put 5 in any of those because there's a 5 cage there. 5 is in one of those 3. Okay. Eight is in here with 7. Because 8 can't be in any of those or any of those because of that 8 cage. It's not so much about where they are, that they're in cages, it's they're not out of the cages. So 7 and 8 is in those. This is very, very cool. But I'm still not 100% sure how to use all of it. Is it this quintuple? 3 is in one of those 2 cells because 3 can't go down here. I need to put a 2 in this column, but that doesn't seem restricted. 3, 4, 5. I need to put a 6 in this column, which is down here. 7, I need to put an 8 in this column, but that seems quite unrestricted. Like it's in one of those 4. And then I need to put a 9 in this column, which is unrestricted. I mean, it may not be. I mean, it won't be in the end. Two is in one of those 3 cells. That 4 does not seem to have done anything at all. No. Look at this. 8 is in one of those 2. So 8 can't be in those. So 8 is down there. So 8 can't be in those. So this is an 8. Which means 8 isn't in those. So 8 has to be in one of those. So that's not the 8. That's the 8. So 8 is down here in one of these 2. So there's an 8 in one of those 2. This cage placing those digits, I love this. And remember, this is an 11-year-old puzzle. It's so cool. What's not being cool is the way I'm solving it. If that's a 4, that's a 4. And then there's a 4 down there. If that's a 4, there's a 4 up there and a 4 in there. That's not that revealing. Four in this column. Nope. Oh, 1 in this box. 1 and 1. Says 1's not in any of those. That's a 1. Which puts 1 in here with the 9. This is a 1-9 pair, because I can't put 1 or 9 in any of those cells, because 9 has to go in this cage. So this is a 1-9 pair. That is not a 5. That's a 5. So the 1-9 pair means that's not a 5. 5 is in one of those two. But this is a triple. 2, 6, 9. There's no 9 there. There's no 6 there, because the 6 is looking down up here. So that's that. I'm whittling. Six is in there. I'm going to keep that because 8 is now in one of those. 4 is in one of those two now. So 4 in this column is in one of those 3. Wow, okay. People who are speed solving this are not me. Oh, 7 in... Oh, no, I've already got the 7. I was about to say that's a 7, but that would cause a problem. We call that an error. Okay, what's this quadruple? 2, 3, 6, 9. So we know the 6 is down here. So these are from 2, 3, and 9. There's no 3 here because 3 is up here. But I'm not seeing anything else. Yeah, 5 is in one of those two, but I'm not seeing how to use it. Seven. Putting 7 in one of those 3. 7's in one of those 2. 7 is in one of those 2, and then I've got those as well. Those are all fine. 5 is in one of... Yeah, I've already got 5 listed up there. Okay. Struggling with the Sudoku is what is happening here. Two in this... No, okay. So what can't this be? It can't be 1. It can't... Okay, so this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 3, 4 pair. And the 3 is looking down, making that the 4 and that the 3. Which makes that the 6 and that the 3. The 6 looks back, making that the 2. Which takes 2 out of those, making that the 9 and that the 6. The 9 looks up, taking 9 out of there. This is in fact a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 2, 5, 6. So these, so there's no 3 there. That's the 3. These are 2, 5, 6. So that's the 9. There you go. That's what I was missing. The 2 looks across, taking 2 out of there. That's a 4-5 pair, making that the 7. So this becomes the 2. I think that was a fundamental thing that I had missed. Now I have to use it properly. This is a triple. 3, 8, 9. There's no 3 there. I don't know. But these are now 2 and 6. For which I can buy myself a pie. No, there's no 2 there. I've definitely made progress. Does it feel like I've made progress? Okay, that was important. This is important. This means something. Again, comment below if you get the reference. I feel there's something going on with 4s. I've got the roping in these columns. 389 means, and 389 means this had to be 389. So 265, 265, 265, 147, 147, 147. Blast. Five is in one of those 2. Yeah, I've already done that. I was on a roll and I lost track of what I was rolling. So this quadruple is 2, 4, 5, 6. So these are 4, 5, 6. This is 2, 4. Because it can't be 5 or 6. This can't be 6. Because 6 has to be down here because of the way that 6s are lining up. If it's 4, 4 is in there and there. If it's 5, 5 is down there and down there. I don't know that that's helping me. I'm missing it. It really does feel this is just down to Sudoku at this point. This 4 cage is the only thing that I don't have a lock on, I feel. The rest is just pencil marks, or placed. Or already pencil marked. There's a 6 in this one cage, because I can't put 6 here, so 6 is in here. So 1 and 6 are in here. So this is only from 4 digits. Can't be 1, can be 2, can be 3, can be 4, can't be 5, 6. So this is 2, 3, 4, 8. So these are all from 2, 3, 4, 8. There's no 3 or 4 there. There's no 2 there. And there must be a 4 in one of those 2. But the... I'm glad I'm not trying to speed solve this puzzle. I would have done terribly. Again, I feel this is the point where there'll be a lot of comments trying to point out what I have missed. 22 minutes. Then again, I haven't seen it yet. These were the sort of puzzles that would put quite difficult Sudoku in, so it's possible there's like a skyscraper or something, but I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it's more naked single-ish. It's all happening up here, though. Like, these are down to pairs and triples. One, two, three. This could be 4, 5. Can't be 6, 7. It can't be 8, 9. This is 4, 5, or 7. And it can't be 7. This is a 4 or a 5 only. Can't be 1, 2, 3. Can be 4. Can't be 5. Can't be 6. Can't be 7. This is 4 or 9 only. Oh, 9 in this box is in one of those two. So 9 in this box is in one of those two. But 9 in this box is in one of those 4. That's not a 9. Hang on. Yeah, that's not a... Oh... I've had a 9 pencil marked in those two. That's not a 9. I just pencil marked that in. That's the 9. Which looks down making that the 1 and that the 9. Which looks up saying that's not the 1, that's the 1. So this is a 6 or an 8. Because I'm only missing 2, 6, 8 in the column. So there's a 6 in one of those two now. So that's not the 6. Because it's the only place in the box I could put the 6. This quadruple, 3, 4, 6, 8. So these are 3, 4, 6, and 8. But I can't put 4 into any of those. I can't put 6 there. I can't put 3 there. That's 4 or 8. We know 1 is in one of those two. Wow, I'm whittling. The 3 takes 3 out of there. So 3 is in one of those two. I know 8 and 7 are both in here. So this can't be 1. It could be 2. It can't be 3. It could be 4. It could be 5. It can't be 6, 7, 8. It can't be 9. This is 2, 4, or 5 only. That's exactly what I would have got if I'd looked at the row. Arg! 2 is not in any of that. So 2 is in that. But 2 has to be in one of those two. I can't put 2 in any of those. So 2 isn't in any of that. So 2 is in one of those. Could this be 2, 7, 8? This would be 4, 5. And that would be 1. And that doesn't... Oh, that would be 1. And that works. That would be 1. I think that works. I'm sorry, everyone. So this, it can't be 1, it can't be 2. It can't be 3, it can't be 4. It could be 5. It can't be 6, it can't be 7, it can't be 8. It could be 9? Yeah, 5 is in one of those two. I'm looking for these weird naked singles and I'm not finding them. This digit can't be 1. It can be 2, not 3. Could be 4. Could be 5. No, can't be 5. Can't be 6. Can't be 7. Could be 8. Can't be 9. Because these are 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. So 4, 5, 6, 8. This is not helping me. I haven't placed a 7 in this box. 7 is in one of those two. No, 7 in this box. 7 can't go in those because 7 is in one of those. So 7 is not there, 7 is not there, 7 is not there. That's a 7, which means that's a 6, which means that's an 8. That's what I'd missed. The 6 looks back saying that's not 6. The 6 or the 7 looking down? No. But the 7 looks across making that the 4 and that the 7. And the 4 does everything. That's the 9. That's the 5. There's no 5 there. The 9 or the 5. Please. These are 1, 2, 4. I place that 4 and 7. Holy cow. Something's got to come out of here. The 8 looks down, making that the 1 and that the 8. The 1 looks up, saying that's not the 1, so that's the 1 in the 1 cage. This is not the 1, this is the 1. So this is 4, 5, or 9. So it's 4 or 9 only, giving me another triple. Wow. What is going on? This is 2, 4, or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 2, 4, 5. And the 5 has to be in one of those two. Like, I've got an almost fully pencil marked grid at this point. Like, the only thing I haven't pencil marked is all of that. Because I have really dropped the ball on this. I'm really going to be curious to see how people react on the comments to how difficult they found this. This 5 makes this a 6. Because the 2, 5 pair would have done that. But that actually doesn't do anything because that's a 2, 5 pair. So what can this be? It could be 2. No, it can't be 2 because 2 is up here. Why can't that be 2? Because 2 is in here. Can't be 1, can't be 2, can't be 3, can't be 4, can't be 5, can't be 6, can't be 7. So this is 8. So there's no 8 in those. This is an 8, which takes 8 out of those. That's the 2, which means that's the 4. This is not 2, this is not 4, this is, or 8, this is 3. This is not 3 or 8, this is 9. So this is 8, this is 3. There you go. The 8 makes that 6, which takes 6 out of there. The 3 makes that the 8, which makes that the 4. Taking 4 out of all of those, this becomes the 5. The 4, 5 makes that the 6, and that the 8. The 4 looks across, making that the 2 and that the 4. That's what I'd missed. The 2 takes 2 out of there. The 4, this is now a known pair. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 2, 7 pair. So that's the 4, because this is a 2, 7 pair. The 4 makes that the 5, that the 9, which looks down, making that the 4 and that the 5. That's what I had missed. The 2 makes that the 5 and that the 2. The 6 makes that the 2, that the 6. The 2 looks back making that the 7 and that the 2. The 7 looks back making that the 9 and that the 7. And the 6 looks down making that the 2 and that the 6. And that is the solution to Somewhere Sudoku from the World Puzzle Federation 2014 round 5. That was a lot trickier than I expected it to be. I knew it was going to be tricky classic Sudoku because it was a 60-point puzzle, and really all these were doing was giving you pencil marks. But I went in expecting it. I just, wow, beautiful. It's probably the hardest one I think I've done of these so far. Maybe I'm wrong. It's been a couple of months since I've done one. So, you know, and I don't have time to go back and revisit. But that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that puzzle. So thank you to the people who set this over a decade ago. Amazing work. So yeah, just think about the age of these puzzles and what you were doing back then with regards to your setting. Some of this stuff is amazing. Just remember, this hobby has a phenomenal history that we just don't often acknowledge. Don't fall into the cult of the new. New isn't always better. Really, really good stuff. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. I hope you're enjoying all the puzzles I try and bring you. And as always, good luck with your solving.